Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your full moon in Aries reading for October 9th, 2022. This is a 2 to 4 week period that the energy is pertinent for. The full moons bring a cycle to a close. And for you, we're looking at the Two of Swords and the Page of Wands. So the Two of Swords is a stalemate, and this may be with another Page of Wands, a Sagittarius, or a person who is like a Sagittarius. So somebody similar to you. Or it could just be you unable to make a decision at this moment. The reason being is the heart and the head are not in sync. And that's usually the head that's that's the leader, and it's very often the heart that should be. Page of Wands is a new adventure that you might be thinking about. It's the personality of someone who is pretty fiery, ready to go, has their own ideas and stands by them. That's their philosophy, and they believe in it wholeheartedly. I feel sometimes that the Page of Wands is misunderstood. I think they're very passionate in what they do, and they adhere very much to their philosophy. Not everybody does, and so I think sometimes they're misunderstood. Of course, we all can be, but yeah. So there may be a choice here that you're really having a difficult time making in regards to a Page of Wands. Let's have a look. It could be romantic with the Knight of Cups. This is somebody who's pretty caring and sweet. They can let their emotions get away with them sometimes. And I would say that's pretty true of the Page of Wands. I think they often wear their heart on their sleeve. You could be getting messages from a Page of Wands in regards to romantic situations. One thing about the Page of Wands, though, is that they can indulge more than they should, as can the Knight of Cups. A little bit too much of a good thing. A fun night out, if you will. So that's something to consider, and maybe that might be one of the reasons why you are at a stalemate. Doesn't have to be, but could be a reason. But there certainly seems to be a romantic gesture. And if it's you that wants to offer a romantic gesture, the Two of Swords means that you are undecided about doing that. But I do think that the Page of Wands is up for an adventure, and they very often jump in, maybe without considering everything. I'll put it that way. You are behaving like the Page of Pentacles and the Moon. So the Page of Pentacles for me is the Capricorn card. This is somebody who feels very deeply but has difficulty expressing it. And it's simply sometimes because they don't know how to express it. It's not that it's not there, it's just the words don't seem to come out. This is also someone who has possibly finished a study and is ready to show the world what they have, what they can offer. But with the Moon there, I think you feel like there is something hidden. The Moon can bring up insecurities and deep subconscious feelings that we normally want to push down or normally don't want to look at. But the Moon, the full moon in Aries, is bringing these things up for us to become aware of, first and foremost, to become aware of them. Now, let's pull a second clarification for that. I think you're being asked not to fear enjoying life. You have a lot of female support around you, and yeah, I mean, there can be some scary things out there, but there are some good things as well. Just as much, maybe even more. Maybe not, but certainly as much. And yeah, it's time to enjoy life a little bit. There are things to celebrate, and more importantly, there are things to be grateful for with the Three of Cups. And usually, in this case, of course, it's, the joys of life, but I really feel in this case that there are an amazing support group around you. Could be female, but it is the magnetic energy, the female magnetic energy. Whether they're female or male, it doesn't matter. It's just a really fun, giving energy. It's about having fun in life. So don't be afraid to do that. Maybe we're afraid to go into a relationship, but I will say this: every decision, every move you make, every option has its rewards and challenges. You can't get away from it. And so you just move through it. The outcome is the King of Wands and the King of Cups. So I have a lot of people cards here. So there might be a lot of people around you. Now the King of Wands is my Leo card. King of Cups is my Cancer card. So there may be two people vying for your attention, or there could be. I would say the King of Wands is an authority figure. This person's directive in life is to master their passions. So you have the young Page of Wands here, and you have the older one, the more mature there. And so it's very possible that you're waiting for this person to grow up a little bit. That's very possible. And the King of Cups, my Cancer card, it's my Bachelor card. It's somebody who has mastered their emotions, or that's their directive in this life. That's their big task. And these are people who are very emotional on the inside, but rather stoic on the outside. They don't give away too much. But I do believe they're kind people. So let's see. Well, these can be people who are supporting you. These can be the people who are offering you something on an emotional level. And it doesn't have to be romantic, but it's quite emotional for you, I would say. And the Ten of Wands is the responsibility that they may be carrying. It's a slow, steady progress, and you're almost there, but it's kind of like that last leg is a heavy one. So, anyone who is burdening you or places burden upon you, feel free to give it back. If it's not yours, don't worry about it. And let people learn their own lessons, carrying their own responsibility. think you have enough on your own plate. What does Spirit want you to know? I am going to say, though, that if you feel that you want to be out and about around this full moon, do be careful of overindulgence. I would just say that. So the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups wants you to move on from old emotional stuff. It's kind of like it's time to take care of myself now, to do something good for myself. Perhaps you're somebody who wants to see to the needs of others. But for now, I think it's time for you. It's you time. Yay. Maybe with a bit of a heavy heart, but once you do this, you are moving up. You know, the sun is shining over there, and that's where you're going to go, to the sunshine. That's where you belong right now, because I do think you have something that you want to offer, and it's just at the beginning phases. Don't be afraid. And in fact, if you approach this situation with gratitude, I do think that you will get far. You could end up in a leadership role as well. And even if you're not, or you don't, I do feel like you are being shown what a good leader is and should be, with the King of Wands there. All right? I hope this has been helpful. I will be back in a week with your energy forecast, which is just a little check-in in between the lunar forecasts. I kind of like them better than I like the lunar forecasts, so I don't know if I will eventually just replace the lunar forecasts with the weekly. I'll think about it. But in any case, they're really nice. I like them. I hope this was helpful. Like I said, I'll be back in a week. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. Have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye.